What did you think of that Ngannou Fury fight?
I thought Tyson won the boxing match.
That's right.
I know he got dropped. He lost that round 10-8. I know he got pieced up in the later rounds, but it's just I thought
he did enough.
I thought he outboxed him.
Yeah.
I really but it was very impressive from Francis.
Francis'
Crazy.
boxing IQ was so impressive.
It was good.
Even landing that hook.
Boom. Yeah.
But he caught the 1-2. Like Tyson comes in with that 1-2.
Yeah.
That's his move. He has these great feints.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was looking sharp in the beginning. I was at the very beginning of the fight when he came out.
He landed like a big, it's like this almost overhand right, but he doesn't loop it too much. He just stood there.
That is
And Tyson looked at him like, whoa.
Bro, that was scary.
I didn't realize he was 37.
That is wild too.
Who?
Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
I've heard that on your interview.
Yeah,
37. Like, what the fuck? 37.
Do you think more MMA guys can?
I don't think so. I think there is crazy levels to boxing.
Hey guys, there's one thing Sugar Sean and I have in common, only one probably on the entire planet, and that's that we both fucks with Prize Picks. And if you use the promo code Schultz at sign up at Prize Picks, they'll match your initial deposit up to $100. That means if you put in $100, you get $100 for free. You're already winning. And if you're listening to the Akash Locks, you might be winning. You might also be losing. Here's what I say though: this week you got to go Patrick Mahomes. They're playing the Eagles. I'm not sure the Chiefs will win, but I think he's going to tear up that Eagles secondary, so you got to trust Patrick Mahomes with more. Also, I'm going to go Josh Allen less. The Jets defense is still really good. You just got to trust the Jets defense. And if Kenny Pickett is offered, less. He's playing the Browns and he's Kenny Pickett, and the Steelers keep winning games, but it's not because of him. It's in spite of him. Those are the Akash Locks. Go make some money. PrizePicks.com, promo code Schultz. Let's get back to the show.
What did you think about the Sean Strickland Izzy fight?
That was crazy. I was not expecting that. Sean Strickland proved, a lot of people wrong. I thought Izzy was going to piece him up. I thought it was a perfect fight for Izzy.
I think a lot of us thought that. But is his boxing style just really underrated?
I think so too. I think it was there was a mixture between. I think that fight plays out different. Obviously, if they fight again, every fight's going to be different. I think. Sean showed up. Izzy
maybe
did.
a combination of both. Maybe Izzy didn't take him as seriously, but also Sean's boxing acumen was higher than people thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a very interesting fight. I would like to see Sean box some boxers. That'd be crazy.
It'd be really interesting.
I wish it wasn't such a big deal. I wish you could go box a little bit, and it didn't have to be a big deal.
You don't think that they would let you do that?
I think I will do that someday.
You still
100%.
want Tank, right?
I still want that fight. I'll get that fight someday.
You want Tank?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah. I'm gonna get that fight someday. I really, really, the same way I would have sat here and told you I'm gonna be champ. Like the same feeling I have is like I don't know if it's gonna be Tank. I don't know, it could be Ryan Garcia. It could be. I think that I will have a big boxing fight.
But you also look at Tank and you're like, this guy's an exceptional boxer.
Yeah, of course.
And like a Bud Crawford, for example, exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just said how skilled boxing is.
Yeah.
And then you said
it's not to take away from your skill, but you can acknowledge that these guys are absolutely devastatingly good at boxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I could still win.
Yeah, I'm not saying you could.
Yeah.
But you acknowledge that it's not a walk in the park like it might be against some guys.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna. But I say that I could.
You could also clip him and then drop him. That's the game. That's the game.
I'm a fucking sniper.
So,
I know how to punch.
So this is what I would say.
And at your weight, so tall.
If people asked before this Francis Ngannou Tyson Fury fight, if people asked who's a better striker pound for pound, Sean O'Malley or Francis Ngannou, I think 9 out of 10 people would say Sean O'Malley.
And they'd be right.
And they would probably be right technically. After this fight,
striker or boxer?
Just boxer, just boxer,
okay.
Just boxer. Even boxer, I think 9 out of 10 would be like, oh yeah, his hands are crazy. After this fight, I think a lot of people go, I think we underestimated Francis' boxing. It's not to take away from you, but I never thought Francis was this high IQ with the boxing.
Yeah.
The decisions he was making, I thought he was going to be like a lot of the MMA guys that go into boxing, that they have 2 or 3 strikes and then they freeze. Francis was, at moments of this fight, in control of who I think is the best heavyweight boxer of all time.
Yeah, I think it's different at heavyweight too.
Oh, because one punch.
Just not that I don't have one punch, but my one punch has to be right on the chin.
Like, and heavyweights, you connect
he could just
anywhere.
hit him with either hand. You get up 2 hands in boxing, and he could throw and just land and drop. So not to take away from how impressive it was.
Yeah.
But I just think at heavyweight it's different.
Yeah, and the interest in it was crazy. I mean, the UFC's got to look at that and be salivating and go, okay, if Tank agrees to a fight against our champ,
We'll see. The UFC, they said, they're like, yeah, we'll see. If they have to build themselves up more. They don't look at him as a star right now.
wait, they don't think Tank is a star.
Yeah.
What?
Tank is
I don't-
What?
Tank has.
They said
Bigger pay-per-views than
they said Ryan Garcia is a star. They said Ryan Garcia carried that.
I'll be honest. If you look at the Tank's,
This is what they said.
Of course, but if you look at Tank's past few fights, if you just look at the gate, whoever Tank fights, it's sold. Tank has the hood. Like there's certain boxers that have different cultures.
Yeah.
Oscar had Mexicans, Latinos.
Yeah.
He also had women. That was another thing back in the day. Floyd had everybody. You either wanted him to lose, you wanted him to win. But Floyd also had black Americans. They were like, yo, this guy's going to win.
Yeah.
We're riding with this guy. Tank has black Americans.
I think he's getting there.
No.
He's there?
I'm telling you, bro, he's been there for 4 fights. But what I'll say is, when you go watch a UFC fight, there is so much more value on that card than watching a boxing
That's what
match.
I wanted to say.
Like, when I go watch...
But still.
If I watch you headline, right? Not only do I get to watch you, I might pay for you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get at least...
A couple bangers.
3 or 4 other fights that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Even
With
me as a
boxing,
casual, I'm a super casual. I will know both fighters and at least 2 fights on every UFC card.
Yeah.
Boxing, I will know 1 boxer.
Have you been to
and then
boxing
whoever
matches
he's
before?
lifting.
Jake Paul.
It's...
Have you been to a boxing match?
No, Jake's boxing.
Jake.
If
That's
you,
all I've been to.
If
Jake
you
Paul
go
fights.
to a boxing match, it is an empty arena until
Until the main
the
event.
minute they walk into the ring.
Yeah.
If you go to a UFC fight, it is absolutely packed
Yeah.
From beginning
for
to
the prelims.
Yeah.
It's a better product
Yeah, but the money doesn't lie.
because what they're doing is a go out of business sale in boxing. They're doing business poorly.
Yeah,
it
very.
benefits the top of the top, but it kills the brand of boxing.
Yeah.
And then with UFC, they're able to build a brand, and the cost of building that brand is reinvesting into the business that builds it.
Yeah.
And I know that's frustrating for you guys, and I want you guys to make all the fucking money. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. And I hope at the top you guys make all the money.
Yeah.
But the way that you basically move past boxing is by doing exactly what you guys did. It's what Amazon did. Amazon didn't make any profit. They just
Yeah.
dumped everything back into the business. So the fact that UFC has gone from this like weird, like hillbilly fringe sport,
Yeah.
where you're seeing like fat dudes fight sumo wrestlers, to the number
Those are the
one.
same thing.
You're right.
Good point.
Who's the guy I'm thinking of? The big fat black like karate guy
Yeah.
that you saw
yeah.
fought Hoist Gracie
Yeah.
back in the day or whatever. Anyway, like to the number one fight sport, it takes reinvestment.
Yeah.
So I'm like a little bit. I want boxers to make as much, and I want fighters to make as much money. I want you to make all the fucking money.
So the UFC pays the lower guys more than the boxers pay the lower guys.
Yeah.
and I think that's something that's kind of missed.
And
There's
people-
no middle class here.
None.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
But the main event in boxing
They
makes
make
more
crazy
than
money.
The main event in
Yeah.
UFC.
100%.
Yeah.
But
100%.
boxing as a whole sucks.
Dude, corruption.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to fight each other. Everybody's afraid of a loss. Whereas in UFC, guys will lose.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
increase their standing.
Yeah.
Hey, you show. There's a guy. Oh my God, I'm gonna forget his fucking name.
Cheeto.
Lopez, I think his name is.
Boxer or UFC?
No, UFC fighter. He just fought someone. He fought another person on.
Lopez?
No. Tio is a boxer. Lopez spelled Lopez. I think he's a Brazilian guy that fights out of a Mexican gym.
Oh, he's fighting this weekend?
Yes.
Okay, I see with weird haircut.
Weird haircut.
Yeah.
Diego Lopez.
I think his name is Diego
He's a
Lopez.
featherweight.
Yep.
And he
He lost that fight.
but
Short
he-
notice.
But short notice
Yeah,
stepped up
I do know- remember
against
that.
a guy who was like really highly touted in the
I think
division.
that was on the Henry Aljo card.
Movstar Evilov.
And it
Yeah.
was a sick fight.
And
Stock
like-
went. Yeah.
And there's a perfect example. The audience goes, oh, you have an L on your record. They go,
We don't
"Whoa,
give a fuck."
We don't give a fuck. You really fought. You busted your ass. You were an underdog. You came up and you stepped up. And now we want to watch you fight again.
Yeah.
I think that a brand like that is awesome for fighters because now you're less concerned about taking a risk. Now you're not going, oh, I don't want to fight. You're going, yeah, I'm going to fight and I'm going to fucking show up. And even if I lose, I'm still going to get fights.
Yeah.